And let's just start with Julio, Joe. He's turning 21 this week. I think within hours of us recording this. I think his birthday's on the 29th. So tomorrow, essentially. Obviously huge upside. There's a little higher floor and a little safer bet with Julio, considering his situation with his swing and things of that nature compared to Jared Kelenic. So I don't expect Julio, whenever he gets called up, to struggle to the level Kelenic did and have to get sent back down. But we never really know how that's going to go either. For me, the one thing that I want to warn against, and I'm not warning Jerry Dipoto, he doesn't need to take warnings from Jason Churchill, but this whole idea that Julio Rodriguez should make the club out of spring training is absurd to me. And it's absurd to me to think that there's any possible way the Mariners could think we've seen all we need to see from Rodriguez in the minors by the end of March to make that call. Again, he's just turning 21. He's played 217 games of professional baseball in his whole life, and only 46 of those are above high A. It feels like a massively unnecessary risk for the Seattle Mariners without huge reward. Like, there's literally no harm in making sure that he's ready to go. Start him off in AAA and see how he reacts to pitchers with a little better stuff than he's ever faced on a consistent basis. Pitchers with better command. I think that's the biggest difference between at least the last few years. Pitchers in AAA and pitchers in AA, because pitchers in AA are 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 years old. The guys in AAA have major league experience. A lot of them do. Let them go through that, one time through 4-5 weeks and see how he reacts to that. Because we haven't seen that from Julio Rodriguez. He's yet to face that kind of quality pitching for an extended period of time. And by the way, that AA league he faced for 46 games last year, not a league loaded with high quality arms. A lot of raw arms, some decent stuff. There were a few clubs that had some good pitching. That was about it. So the jump that Julio Rodriguez would be making is, in my opinion, a lot larger than what Jerry Dipoto seems to believe. And that just seems like a risk that they just don't need to take. So why do it?
Well, I think we should preface this conversation by saying, at least in my opinion, Julio is going to need a couple of things to break his way to be on the opening day roster. I think there's a number of avenues that could make sense for Julio being there. I think the first and most obvious has been beaten.
Hey, it's Jason Churchill. To get the full episode, as well as every other episode of the podcast, past and future, subscribe for as little as $5 per month by going to bit.ly/getthepod. That's bit.ly/getthepod, all one word. A link you can also find on my Twitter profile. Hey, thanks for checking out Baseball Things.